Welcome back to another episode of Across the Bifrost. This is your host, Dr. Norbert, coming from the relaxing, wonderfully pure realm of Asgard. So nice to be here again.
Nice. Very good. That was a good one. That was a good one for this episode, yeah. Hi, I'm Jamie. I'm coming from Across the Bifrost.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Are you going to be getting past that guard? What's his name? Heimdall. Is Heimdall going to let you in?
No, Scourge is on duty today. Yeah. He's showing me his guns, Des and Troy. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Oh, too bad for you, my man. But hey, let's get this show rolling because we've got so much to talk about. We have the Valkyrie and Elendil and Warriors 3 box, big box coming out for Asgard. In addition,
literally big box, right? I assume some big old wings on that horse. I think that box is going to be quite a fat one.
Yeah, fat one. Speaking of which, I have to think about if I'm going to magnetize those wings. I did it for, what's his name? Malekith. Yeah, I did it for Malekith, and I was very pleased with it because it wasn't a straightforward conversion job, but it was much easier to carry that thing around without the wings attached. I
might hit you up for that, not going to lie. That's beyond my hobby capabilities, but I really want to play Valkyrie, so yeah, I might have to try that out.
Okay, hopefully, last time somebody did a beautiful step-by-step tutorial, which I followed, which was amazing.
Oh, great. Yeah, if someone could do that this time, that'd be great. Thanks.
Yes, please. and we have a home for you here on the Across the Bifrost Discord, so please do join that Discord and give us your tutorial, please.
Yes, show us your best magnet wings, please.
Also, we are on a hot streak with the Patreon episodes. If you ever wanted to become a Patreon, we're on the fence about it. Now might be the time to invest, what is it, £3?
Yeah, it's a handful of pounds at the moment. At the time of recording, that's how much it costs to become a Patreon, yes.
We're not supposed to say the amount. That's
Don't say the amount, because I will eventually convince Norbert to increase the amount. But right now, it's cheap.
So get in because we just dropped like 4 episodes in a row, just within a week of each other. 4 episodes, each one interviewing the 4 players that went undefeated at the Across the Bifrost Team Championship in January.
Yeah. You've done some outstanding work there, Norbert, I must say, by the way.
Thank you.
I'm going to say it because I don't compliment you very often. I don't like to, so I'm going to right now. You've put in the hours this last week or so. You've interviewed 4 winners, 4 episodes, completely without me. So I've tried to pay you back by spending extra time on this lore for today's episode.
People have been digging non-stop compliments to you about the lore from our last episode about Blue Marvel and Spectrum. So kudos to you.
I appreciate that. I was hoping that no one would notice and I could eventually just stop doing it, but people keep complimenting it. So now I have to keep doing it every episode. So that's now my lot in life.
So if you want to hear about how to win with Hydra, S.H.I.E.L.D., Apocalypse, or Inhumans, now's the time to subscribe. And you can get in. Are we still doing the contest? Are the giveaways still happening? Or is that happening?
Norbert, we're doing so many giveaways.
Okay.
I'm doing regular giveaways. So we just announced a winner for our alternate art tactics cards. I just put up a new giveaway for some shiny Medusa, Lockjaw, and Ronan the Accuser cards. And there's loads more where that came from. So we're doing lots of Patreon exclusive giveaways. And and if we're ever doing box giveaways on episodes as well, they only go to patrons. So it's a really good time to become Patreon. Please do it.
Okay, cool. Lastly, we will tease. We have some other Across the Bifrost events coming out this year. We are almost ready to announce them, but they will be singles events. There'll be team events coming up if all goes well. So
yes, if you want to come to any of our events, join our Discord. That's the best way to find out about them.
And people really got into it at the January event. That channel was blowing up about the event. So it was good. People learned to use that area, and that made it easier for us to communicate because everybody knew to look there.
Yeah. Also, Norbert and I play in our events. It's our number one rule. Whenever we say we're going to put on an event, Norbert and I agree that we're going to play in it.
Right.
Because that's why we do it, because we want to play MCP. And I bumped into so many people that were really happy to be playing me because they were like, I want to beat you and Norbert. I'm collecting scalps. I've had a few people, by the way, Norbert, not to say that there's, any disparity between our, player skills, you and I, but I've had a handful of people come up to me and said, I've already beat Norbert, now I'm here to beat you. And I don't think anyone's gotten the double yet.
No?
I could be wrong.
Really?
Someone tell me in Discord if they got the double. But no one's beaten both of us just yet, I don't think. London
free
Mayor,
box.
you don't count. No, don't say free box. Don't say free box. No free boxes for anyone. No free boxes for anyone. Just let us know because it's fun and cool.
Okay. The producer's head just exploded. I'll give her a minute to Put it back on our shoulders.
We give away enough stuff. We give away so much stuff on our Patreon. No more.
All right, guys. So yes, so do all those things. But let's get into the show. So this is gosh, I feel like this is a throwback number. CP94.
Yeah, what does that mean? That's a low number.
Low number, not even triple digits. What is going on here, AMG?
I'm going to look up what CP95 is. Why is this back here? CP9. Oh, you like this? Here we go. Let's look into the CP. Like, this is an exclusive. Across the Bifrost, we look into the CP numbers more than anyone should. CP95 is the Battle for Asgard terrain pack.
That was ages ago.
That's interesting, isn't it? And then CP93. CP93 is Malekith.
With wings. They were on a wings. It's the wings.
It's the wing era.
Yeah, the wing era. And they were sculpting them together so that whoever was doing it needed to do both at the same time.
That's crazy.
Wow.
There you go. Conspiracy theory.
That now we know how the back room in AMG works.
Yeah,
the studio.
There you go. And I you know me, I can always twist this into some sort of anti-mutant propaganda. Okay.
Yeah.
Get your tinfoil hat on, right? So CP94 was Malekith, where they get some wings out. CP95 is Valkyrie and Elendil, more wings.
Yep.
CP96 is Iceman and Shadowcat. And Iceman has that weird rule where he doesn't really have flight.
Yes.
Where maybe he should,
right.
Maybe he should have flight, but he has that weird rule where he becomes size 5 for a movement. Weird. The shapes that AMG twist themselves into just to make sure mutants don't get cool things, Crazy.
I'm gonna say though, I'm gonna have to defend them on that box because the little dragon has some wings.
Oh, you're right.
Yes.
You're right. That's what it is. That's what it is. You're right. Yeah. They got a new artist in and he was like, listen, I can do wings real good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. That makes sense.
Well, we decoded it. Thank God we're here.
Thank God we look at CP numbers all the time.
Right. So we want to, speaking of wings, let us start with the lady herself. This is Valkyrie and Elendil. And I want to be clear, Elendil is the correct name, right?
Don't get me started. It comes up in lore. I don't know what. Yeah. So Elendil is the correct name for this AMG model, yes.
Okay.
But the jury's out.
Okay, cool. So we're going to get into Lore Master J in a moment, but I do have to point out that her alter ego here is just Valkyrie, whereas the Valkyrie, the character, has an alter ego of Brunhilde.
Yes. So this is the second Valkyrie that we have in MCP.
Wait, so it's not the same person?
I don't know.
I was going to say human, Asgardian.
So when I write my lore segments, right, I'll put big question marks into the parts that I'm not fully sure of, just to make sure that I caveat it. This is the most amount of question marks I've ever put in a lore segment. There's like 18 question marks. So I'm not sure. Everything I say today is caveated with, this is what I think. This is what I found in my research. So I'm not sure. But basically, this is the second Valkyrie we have in the game. We already have 3-threat Valkyrie, who's called Brunhilde, and then this new one is just called Valkyrie.
Okay, all right. I'm intrigued. As always, Lore Master J. I thought I was fine with the lore, and then I ask a question and suddenly realize there's much more to it. So let's hear what you've discovered.
So I thought that like Asgardian lore would be easier than most because I don't have to do like the Tigra stuff where I'm like, oh, they're in a weird sciencey experiment and they attack someone, they dress as a cat sometimes, and it's all pretty problematic. I thought that like Asgardian stuff is just Norse mythology, right? They just slam into comic books.
Right.
But it's not that simple, unfortunately. So I'm going to caveat this whole thing with none of this I'm completely sure of. I spent hours going over this stuff and like no one seems to agree on who is who and what is what with this stuff. So I'm just going to give you my interpretation of it. And if or when I'm wrong about it, please let us know on the Discord.
That's right. Anybody who can clear up this with certainty gets a free box.
No, they don't. No more free boxes. No free boxes. You get a free love heart emoji on Discord.
Okay.
It's coming out of your whiskey money, Norbert, if we have to buy these boxes.
Son of a gun. All right, fine. Emojis it is.
Yes, emojis. Free emojis for everyone.
Those seem almost as good as a free box.
Yeah, it feels the same.
Right.
Right. Okay, so Valkyrie, the first appearance of Valkyrie was in 1970. So, as always, quite long time ago.
I beg your pardon, sir.
No one was even born in 1970. Don't worry about it. Forget about it. Maybe your granddad was around. I don't know. Wow. 1970s was the Valkyrie's first appearance. But even that is a question mark. So here's the first question mark. Even that is a question mark because actually it was like a visage of Enchantress. presenting as Valkyrie. So I don't know if that really counts.
Basically, so this isn't even the Elendil bit. It's just saying Valkyrie, period.
Oh, yeah. I'm just talking about Valkyrie for now.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So first off, Valkyrie is a title. So I think that's what Atomic Mass Games are going for here. I think this isn't actually a character. I think this is a thing. So if you've seen Thor Ragnarok, there's that really cool scene that's only on screen for like 10 seconds where all the Valkyrie fly into hell.
Yeah.
And Hela like kills all of them. It's sick. It's one of the coolest images we've had in the MCU, and it's on screen for such little time. But they're called the Valkyrie. It's like the kind of a bunch of Valkyries.
Okay.
And they're all kind of together. So I think this character is just representing Valkyrie, the title.
Right. Well, I mean, in actual Norse mythos, Valkyries are just female warriors, right? I mean, it's a term. So I should have twigged onto that, but I've gotten so used to calling Valkyrie in the comic books, that one character, so it didn't occur to me. So, all right, this makes a lot more sense.
Cool. Good. I'm glad. It's about to get worse.
Although the alter ego here still says just Valkyrie. That doesn't make sense.
So that's why I think it's AMG basically saying this is a Valkyrie.
Just a random, like a grunt, like a random Valkyrie.
But I think the name, like the title Valkyrie, I think is the leader of the Valkyrie, is the leader of the Valkyrie.
Oh, I see.
So the Valkyrie are it's like the unit, the military unit.
Right. Okay,
and the
gotcha.
Valkyrie is like the head of them.
I see. Okay, got it.
And then in the MCU, Valkyrie is like, she's the last one left, I think. And so she's the leader. So she's called Valkyrie. That's the whole thing. So this is all caveated with, this is what I think. I'm probably wrong about most of this. Right. But historically, so Jane Foster has been a Valkyrie. That's pretty cool, right?
Okay. Yeah. You mean prior to becoming a Thor?
I think it was after. I think they were Thor they were Mighty Thor in the War of the Realms when they fought Malekith. And their hammer got destroyed, and there's this thing called the all weapon. I don't know, I didn't go that far in, but they become a Valkyrie at some point.
Okay.
Which I was like, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cosmic level stuff. And then I read a comic where she beats up this team called like the Fast Five. They were just like 5 goons that use Asgard weapons, and she just beats them up like in a street in New York, which I thought wasn't very Asgardian. But
isn't that the same as the Wrecking Crew? They have like an Asgardian.
Yeah, crowbar.
Crowbar,
yeah. Well, these guys had like Asgardian swords.
Okay.
There you go. So Jane Foster's been one, and Brunhild is kind of the Valkyrie that we know.
Right.
She was actually slain by Malekith in that storyline. So that's quite sad. So yeah. But what is a Valkyrie? So they serve Odin, and obviously Asgard in general. The Valkyrie that I think this is mostly Brunhild I'm referencing, but Brunhild is a shield maiden, basically a female warrior, is what you're saying. And they've been known to take on Lady Sif and Thor. So Thor couldn't beat Brunhild in a fight, which I guess gives you some kind of level of,
wow,
the power that a Valkyrie has.
Yeah.
And they can lift 40 tons over their head.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. Because I'm
moving soon. Do you think she's free? I could use some help.
That'd be useful, yeah. Because we see that in old, existing Valkyrie has a character throw. Yeah, size 2 terrain or enemy character throw. So I guess they're showing a bit of that there. So pretty strong. Huh. They have swords called Dragon Fang.
Okay, yep. Which is one of Valkyrie Brunhilde's abilities, right?
Yes. So they both have it. So I think maybe it's like a standard issue for Valkyrie. Yeah. Dragon Fang, but it's actually made from a dragon's tusk.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which gave me the question: what's a tusk?
Tusk
you're
is
a
just
doctor.
Yeah, I would say it's a. It could be an exposed tooth, like for instance, like one of those big pigs, not like boars. They have the teeth coming out on the sides; those are tusks. Or it could be ones that are like made of the same stuff as your fingernails and stuff, like an elephant or a rhinoceros. That's a different type,
different kind of tusk. Oh yeah, okay, that's where I got confused because right.
So for a dragon, I'd imagine it is a long tooth.
Yeah, So not all tusks are teeth.
Correct.
All teeth are whatever. Yeah, cool. It's a big old pointy thing that comes from a dragon, and that's what makes the sword. And I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's great.
They also have a spear called gur, which is a Proto-Germanic word which means spear. So there's a lot of that, by the way. Good luck reading out these cards. by the way. I did my research and I've learned how to pronounce some of these words, and I'm not going to tell you how. So I'm going to hear you struggle, and then I'll show you how it's said.
I can tell you I do this because in German, German is means spearman. And Gerhard, the name, means hard spear.
Oh, there you go.
Or strong spear, I suppose. Yeah.
Do you know that from Germanic origins or from war games?
My uncle is named Gerhard.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and so I looked into it at some point, like a geeky kid, as you do.
Yeah, nice. All right, cool. Fun fact about Dragonfang. Well, actually, this is a question for you. It's a quiz, pop quiz.
Okay.
Which MCP character used Dragonfang to kill Heimdall?
Feels like something Scourge would do.
Scourge? Yeah, that's a fair guess. What if I told you it's not an Asgardian?
Huh.
And what if I told you you're never going to guess this?
Oh, that's very likely. I'm not surprised.
It was Bullseye.
No way.
Yeah. There's a really cool panel of Bullseye getting hold of Dragonfang, stabbing Heimdall, and then he jumps on the horse, Elendil.
What is Bullseye gone to 6 threat somehow?
Yeah.
What's
so
that
I
all
want
about?
I want someone to change their Valkyrie and Elendil to be just Bullseye on the horse.
Good
That'd be
Lord.
a great conversion.
That's amazing.
Yeah, there you go. Cool. And then Valkyrie, their job is basically to escort fallen warriors to Valhalla.
Right. Yeah.
So obviously when Asgardians die in battle, as long as they die in battle and they are worthy and all that stuff, they get to go to Valhalla. And so Valkyrie can sense the death glow on someone who's about to die, which I thought was pretty cool. So she can see like their soul, being prepared to leave, which is kind of cool. And
is that like when your character's left on one? She can sense it.
Yeah.
Alive on one.
Yeah.
I got you now.
She can also determine if they're noble souls deserving of Valhalla. So that's fun. So I guess she'll take one look at Baron Zemo and be like, nah, you ain't going Valhalla, mate.
So is this all proper lore from the comics, though? Because, this is also, it could be very close to actual Norse mythos.
Yeah, so this is all from the comics, but obviously it's also the mythos.
Yeah, okay, but they're very close to the mythos in this instance. Okay, cool.
Yeah, very close, yeah. I don't know about the death glow thing. Like maybe the death glow sounds like something that Marvel have made kind of like a superpower.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. There's crossover. So that's Valkyrie.
You got anything on Elendil?
Yeah, let me start with this, right?
Okay.
Now, this podcast, avid listeners will know that I once got really angry at Norbert for not understanding Lord of the Rings naming conventions. There's more of that coming, okay?
Is Elendil a dwarf?
No. No! Oh my God, that's really annoying.
Gotcha.
That's so annoying that you said that. So, when AMG announced this model, it was named Valkyrie and Aragon. And Aragon is the name of the horse.
Right.
And I thought, maybe it's just different words, right? I couldn't find in my, extensive research, I'm sure someone can correct me on Discord, I couldn't find any reference to this horse being called Elendil ever.
Huh.
And I went so far as to ask ChatGPT, who said, no, the reason you're confused is because Aragon and Elendil are related in Lord of the Rings. And I was like, no, I'm not confused. AMG are confused. So I don't know where this name came from. I can't find any reference to it. I can find loads of references to the horse being called Aragon, but none to it being called Elendil.
This is so controversial, Lore Master Jay, because when the first panel to play came out, it said Aragorn, or like the reveal Min Extravagant, something. It was clearly Aragorn.
Yeah.
And then the image is like, no, big error. That is not Aragorn, it's Elendil. And now when you look into it, nobody knows Elendil from Adam. What's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Nobody knows Boromir from Gimli. No one knows the difference. So I don't know. Maybe I've missed the issue, the comics where they got renamed. I don't know. But I couldn't find any reference to it being called Elendil. So not sure where that's come from. So someone please tell us, because I am dying to know. I spent a lot of time trying to figure it out. I went so far down the YouTube rabbit hole. I watched videos that had 4 views of people reading old like Marvel lore, like encyclopedias, and there was no answers in there. And I found a fan-made short film, which I encourage everyone, including you, to go and watch after this. If you just type in Valkyrie and Aragorn on YouTube, there is a hilarious like cut together thing of all the scenes with like Valkyrie from the MCU and Aragorn from Lord of the Rings as if they're friends. And they've like green screened them into each other's scenes and stuff. It is great. It is cringe and I love it. It is prime YouTube in like 2012 content. So I recommend everyone going and looking up Valkyrie and Aragorn on YouTube.
Love it.
Cool.
Right.
I have another horse name for you, though. I was so annoyed that I couldn't figure out the name of this horse that I went and found out the name of Brunhild. Brunhild Valkyrie horse. It's called Warsong. I thought that was quite a cool name for a horse.
That is a good song. That feels like a death metal band name, isn't it? Warsong?
Warsong.
Huh.
Yeah,
okay. Well, this mystery that you've uncovered about Elendil, that's amazing. We maybe this is what I should interview AMG about at Adepticon.
These are the questions you should be asking.
Yeah. Get into some CP number lore and where Elendil is.
I think that across the Bifrost listeners, if anybody, every podcast gets to interview AMG, right? But they're all asking the boring questions.
Yeah. Oh my God, is it dull?
Why is this character a 4 threat? Surely they should be a 5. They need across the Bifrost to be asking the hard hitting questions, like what is CP number 96 significant for?
Yeah. Exactly.
That's important stuff. And why is the horse misnamed?
With the sculptor of the wings, who was that guy? And why why were they so good at it?
Exactly. And why is she called Valkyrie? Is it a title or is it a specific character? These are the questions that at least one person needs to
know. Cool. Yeah. So, man, okay, let's get into this character then. Maybe there's some clues in this card that we can find. But I'm not sure. All right. She is, or they, I should say, they come as a couple. They are a 6-threat character, okay?
How do you think that threat split? No, it's a 4 threat.
That is a big mistake. A 4 threat, which is really interesting, actually. She's just one more threat.
I think that is a symbol of another hard-hitting question from across the Bifrost here. I think that 4 threat is actually a 3-threat Valkyrie and a 1-threat horse.
Yeah, exactly.
So when people say, will they ever do 1-threat characters? They are. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
It's a horse.
I could totally buy that because now that I realize it's just a 4 threat, a 4 threat, that makes more sense to me, actually. Okay. 6 hit points on either side, though. Okay. They have 4 physical defense, 3 energy, 3 mystic, and they're size 4, believe it or not, and can move medium.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, large base, though, right?
I'd imagine so. Is it?
Yeah. Do we know that?
It is large base.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow. So this is another, what's his name? Not Apocalypse. It is Apocalypse and the Abomination. Yeah, A-bomb.
Yeah. Very, very, very fast.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, cool. Oh, and spoilers, she's got an innate superpower of flight. So she can get over those pesky size 5s that the meta is starting to drop onto tables now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think? A 4 threat with double 6 hit points?
Feels a little squishy, but I'm hoping that the speed is an indicator of what this model's for.
Yeah.
And let's remember that Asgard are currently full of just like brawly, fighty characters with massive health pools, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think Valkyrie is probably trying to bring something different here.
Okay. Yeah, I would say respectable, but on the lower end, like you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
but
especially for an Asgardian, right? It's pretty low for an Asgardian.
Exactly. All right, let's sit into her card then to see what else is going on here. Ooh, 3 attacks. Okay, all physical. First one, is Dragon Fang.
Oh, there we go.
Dragon Fang. Good. See, now I know I'm more immersed into this now. This is great.
Yeah.
And it is a range 2 attack, 5 dice. It doesn't cost anything. It's her builder. She gets power equal to the damage dealt. It does have a hit trigger, elusive, where she can advance short. That's pretty good.
Yeah, advance any direction.
Yeah,
that's very cool.
It's similar to other elusives. Some of them very rarely are automatic. But one that's triggered off of a hit, which is 2 out of the 8 die faces, is not bad.
Yeah, I always go on about how great X23 is because you can do her spender, and then the advance is after the attack's resolved, so you can see what the result is. So you're like, oh, if I've just really hurt you, I'm now going to run towards you and finish you off. Or if it's like, oh, I whiffed, I'm now going to run away. And I love this kind of choice. So yeah, the fact that is directionless advance means you can really assess the situation and then figure out where you're going to stand.
That's such a good point about being able to walk away from things, which never occurs to me.
Because also, if you're planning on running away, now you can hit them on the way out, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you risk the trigger, but it's quite a good trigger.
I think the reason I'm thinking the way I am is because most of the elusive type things that I'm used to playing are on the ranged attacks of the characters. And so you kind of are, I tend to use them when I'm far away, early game, and then use it to hopefully be able to go advance forward and then use their like short range attack, which is more powerful,
That's interesting, yeah.
Whereas this is not a short-range attack. It's not a long-range attack. It is a short-ranged attack, and so you may want to use that elusive differently.
Yeah, it's interesting. Very flexible.
Okay, she has got another zero-cost attack, which is longer range. This is okay. I'm going to go for it. Here we go. It's called Gear.
I buy that.
Okay, Geirr.
Yeah.
Okay,
we're
going to call it that.
Accurate. Oh, cool. We should also mention, by the way, sorry, while we're going to struggle through pronouncing all these words, our local Harry, I was going to say X-Force player, but he's moved on now. But Harry in our local meta made a really good point that instead of saying I'm going to roll, like physical energy mystic at you, they're going to say the attack name. And I've started religiously doing that for the last 6 months or so. So really, because it helps you, we're not just playing Torbjorn, famous Inhumans player Torbjorn. I hate how they play MCP because he says, I'm going to throw 5 blue at you. You're just so detached from the lore of the game. And basically Harry convinced me to say the attack names when you do them, and it makes it feel like something, something comic booky is happening. Yeah. So fully recommend that, but you're going to need to do some research on how to pronounce some of these attacks, and especially with the Warriors 3.
Can you quickly look up what gear is if you haven't already?
Isn't that didn't we just go through this? No.
I didn't hear gear. Dragonvan I heard, but maybe, is this a spear?
It's
is it the spear? Okay, got it. Thank you. Well, that's helpful because this is range 3. Only 4 dice, doesn't cost anything, as I mentioned. It's a gainer. She gains 1 power after the attack is resolved, but she's got some abilities on it. One is, if this character has advanced or been placed this turn, it may add 3 dice to this attack roll. Man.
Whoa.
This special rule can only be used once per turn. So clearly that's what the Dragon Fang thing is, right? You could Dragon Fang, get the elusive, that's the advance, and then maybe back off, but still be able to hit them then with a higher cost or higher dice gear attack.
You're right. That's cool. Yeah, that's really cool.
It'd be really cool.
You can also chase people down. Like, say someone's run away, you can hit one of their friends, advance past them, and then throw a spear at the one that just ran away.
With more dice because it doesn't have to be the same target, does it?
That's great. That's really cool.
Good one, Jamie. Yeah, that's good. It's got a wild trigger called Vault. After the attack is resolved, place this character within 2 of the defender.
Again, that's huge. That's massive, right?
Yeah.
That is enormous because you're a large base and you're placing within 2. That is a huge distance that you're covering. It
also means that you could use 2 gear attacks and be able to trigger the a 3 dice ability.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Interesting. Really good tech. All right. The last one is her spender. It's physical again. Fury of the Valkyrie Rider. So this is
Valkyrie. That's the Valkyrie, I think it says. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, Valkyrie. Okay, but that's like the core, the unit, right?
Yeah.
Fury of the Valkyrie. Okay. It is costs 4 power. It's range 3 again. It has 5 dice. Add dice to this attack roll equals to the defender's threat. Oh, this is great. Where have we seen this before? No, it's size usually that gets added.
Yeah, I don't know if we've seen threat before.
No. This is so good.
Pretty cool, right?
Wait a minute. Add dice to equal to the threat. I mean, most things are 3 or 4 threat these days. So the 3 one means this is an 8 die attack. That's fantastic.
Yeah, with a double hit stagger, yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. Double hit. If you get double hit trigger, it staggers the target.
Yeah, it's good. I think it's very fairly costed, right? Because it's a range 3. We've got the whole standard, right, of the range 3, 7 dice, 3 power on spenders, which we will kind of establish that is a fair spender. And this goes up in cost because the ceiling's higher. If you're hitting a 3 threat with this, you're doing a 8 dice attack.
Yeah.
Which is still pretty good, actually, right? This scales really well. But I think this is
very good.
You whack this out when you go into Dormammu, right?
Yeah.
Someone huge. And you're right. I'm definitely going to stagger you because I'm going to hit you with 10 dice.
13.
13 dice. Yeah, that's quick maths. 13 dice with a stagger on 2 hits is almost guaranteed. So good.
It's fantastic.
So good.
It's really good and really interesting. All these attacks are really cool, put together, even though they have more or less, there's one new ability, but the rest of them are kind of standard mechanics that we know.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. Good job, guys. Take Wing is the first superpower. It's an active one. It costs 3. Place this character within 2 of itself. This superpower can only be used once per turn. So that obviously we said she's very mobile already. This adds to that mobility and helps trigger the gear extra dice part.
Yeah.
Yeah. And anything else? You want to keep going?
Oh, because it places. Yeah, sorry, I got confused. It places itself.
Yeah,
and then there's need a lift, which is the next one, which places someone else. Wow, she can place herself. Yeah, you're right, for the gear. So that's interesting, right? So are you going to want to, if say she's dazed and flips loads of power, are you going to want to do the spender, or are you going to want to take wing and then throw a couple of gears?
You're right. Right. Now remember, only one gear is going to be 7 dice.
Okay, that changes it a little bit. So yeah, fair. But that's interesting, right? But there's so much mobility here.
Yeah, very much so. Clearly, that's what's going on here, which makes sense. She's on a winged horse.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the next one is a reactive superpower called Need a Lift. It is a 2 power. During its activation, when this character begins a move action within 2 of another ally character of size 3 or less, it may use this superpower. After that move action is resolved, place the ally character within 2 of its current position, and it can only be used once per turn. Yeah. Right. So she moves herself within 2, or she can move a friend within 2 of their position.
We've seen this before. This is Is this the first size 3 one of those?
I was just going to ask that.
Yeah.
Because I think that's the only difference.
Captain Sam does size 2s, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty good. Do you know who I immediately thought of with this?
Okay.
Also, spoiler alert, I'm playing Asgard.
Yeah, it's fun.
Because of this one character. I think they seem great. This helps Thor.
Yeah, Thor 1 or Thor 2.
Thor 2, who really needs a little bump round 1. And he normally gets it from Loki, who does the go forth thing.
Right.
This is a great way to enable him, I think, because it allows size 3, so you can pick him up.
Okay. Yep, totally get that. That makes loads of sense, actually. All right, 2 innate superpowers. One is called the Guardian of Valhalla. When another allied non-grunt character is dazed or KO'd, this character gains a power and may remove 1 damage or special condition from itself. Fantastic. Wow. And lastly, she's an Asgardian, so she gets an extra power during the power phase. Anyway.
Yeah. Huh. She spends power really well, right?
Yeah, I was going to say that. She's going to be able to power up that fury of the Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie. The
Valkyrie.
Yeah.
The Valks.
Yeah.
She's going to get an extra power for doing that. She's going to move people around. She is squishy-ish, like we said. But other than that, how do we feel? Like, I think that this thing, let's take a look at the affiliation. I think it actually contributes to the affiliation quite nicely.
Yeah.
Looking at else, who else is mobile like this? Nobody really. Yeah, Lady Sif is. She's got a few out of non-movement type movement triggers, right?
No, what do you mean? Lady Sif has.
Yeah,
pushes and stuff.
She pushes things, she doesn't move so much. She
advances herself. Yeah, she's like a little kind of hop around brawler. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Her Warrior Born attack has it. That's one I could think of. Obviously, Heimdall with his, but he's got his own problems, especially in faction, about whether he can get his teleport to work. Who else?
Yeah, it's a lot of you're right. It's a lot of stationary brawlers, right?
Yeah,
sure. So a bit of movement is great. Like Bay Ray Bill's fantastic, but often has to move.
Yeah.
Hela, pretty cool, but is a turret. So yeah, it's interesting. It's a new dynamic that they bring to Asgard,
which is great. Yeah. That's what you want to help stir things up. Okay, cool. Any other thoughts about her before we get?
I've got loads of thoughts, Norbert. Are you ready for this?
Have you played her yet?
I haven't played her, but I have been theory crafting hard. Right.
Okay.
I'm not this kind of guy. Normally, I just go on Vodka Blitz's blog and figure out how to play stuff with X-Men. And go, let someone else do all the maths and all the work. But this time, I'm stepping up. All right. Here we go. Valkyrie brings crazy stuff to Storm X-Men. But I want to talk about some measurements first. So she's a large base, medium move, which we've seen again with Abomination and Apocalypse and stuff. So I just measured it while you were talking. If someone is stood on the midline, if they're stood exactly 1 away, this doesn't work. So basically, don't tell your opponent. You want to hope that they come a little bit forward, or maybe terrain pushes them forward a little bit. But it means that if someone's on the midline, Valkyrie can move and then do a Dragon Fang and hope for the advance. So you get the attack off, and then you can advance onto the midline. So you get a free attack and an advance on the midline. And obviously, if you pair that with Need a Lift, it means you can take someone with you. So you could take Thor with you on a flank, and you can go, right, Thor is going to move closer. I'm going to move up. I'm going to Dragon Fang that person that isn't quite, at the very far end of the midline. Get the elusive trigger. Now I'm on the front, on the midline with them, and Thor is about to run up and be there as well. So that's very cool. some interesting movement. I think that's more interesting than the whole Loki stuff, where you just go forth and that guy places up and then you've got a Loki for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so without any help, she can need a lift straight away.
Yes, because she's Asgardian.
Yeah. Take wing, though, she can't do straight away, sadly.
Yeah.
From deployment.
Yeah, exactly. So when we go into the Storm expert, we're in the danger room now for a second, okay? So there aren't many large bases that are low threat that get additional power per turn, because the Storm Hop from the leadership costs 2 power. We previously had Wrecking Crew, but they're a large base with a small move. So Valkyrie's faster than that. So you can do some crazy stuff on the Storm with Valkyrie. You can, on an F extract, right? You know how the current problem is Inhumans can send Quicksilver to go and grab your F shape, your home F extract? Right. Well, you can now do it in Storm. Way! So you can basically, on an F shape extract, you can use To Me My X-Men to put a medium base in model in front of Valkyrie. Then she can Storm Hop over that character, spending a power, and then can move to your opponent's home extract, spend her second power to pick it up, and then move straight back. So you steal their home extract, and then she's right at the back.
Okay. To be fair, though, A-Bomb could do the same, yes?
Does he get 2 power turn?
Yeah.
Why have I not noticed this before? It might be because she's a 4 threat that I'm so excited. Because with Storm X-Men, you want to go as wide as possible.
Yeah, sure.
Like, I ran Dracula in Storm X-Men recently because of Fury's Finest recommending it. And it is fantastic because it gives Dracula mobility that he needs. But having a 5 threat means you don't get as many X-Men in, and you want loads of X-Men on the Storm because then Xavier's Dream is better, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So I think I'm excited because there's a 4 threat. And there's a crazy thing you can do. Sorry, this is turned into a bit of an X-Men dojo. But you can, because in this new world, we don't know who has Prio anymore, right? So that kind of destroys that strategy, right?
Right.
But not with Valkyrie, because you can deploy her in the middle. You can put 2 medium bases on either flank on an F shape. And X-Men now have more than one good medium base character, because you can take Colossus as well, or Beast, or Angel if you're feeling spicy and want extra wings on the table. And you can, no matter who has priority, you can To Me My X-Men the medium base on either side in front of Valkyrie, and then she can hop over and grab your opponent's F shape. So you have flexibility. It doesn't matter who has priority. Okay. So yeah, pretty cool. And I can't wait to play her in X-Men, and I can't wait to play Asgard because of her. She brings something that I think Asgard were missing for me and my play style.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah.
This feels like, being an X-Men player, this feels like something you could take advantage of.
It's just loads of movement stuff, really cool. And just and if they put down something big and scary, you just spender them and stagger it. I think that's great.
Yeah.
It's really fun. And the model looks amazing.
Yeah, for sure. All right. She comes with 2 tactics cards. The first one is called Warrior's Frenzy. It's unaffiliated and it's reactive. When Valkyrie and Elendil, so just this model, dazes or KOs an enemy character with an attack during their activation, after the attack is resolved, Valkyrie and Elendil may spend 3 power to play this card. All right, a little pricey. This character may advance short. Then this character, we got it then, so hold on. Then this character may choose an interactive terrain feature or an enemy character, both of size 3 or less, and within 2, and throw it medium.
That's okay.
It's like another throw, but does Asgard need throws?
True, but it's out of activation, and it is a medium throw, which is quite good. I think that you don't throw this into people, right? Since the collision changes, this card is not a damage dealing thing. So I think this is a disengage tool
to throw them away.
Away into no man's land. Yeah, you're not jazzed by this.
If I'm playing in Asgard, they have so many good cards. I'm not sure I'd play this one, even though it's fine. It's fine. But it's the based against their other cards, and the fact that, like I said, yes, obviously having a throw is always great, but there's loads of throws in Asgard. Yeah. The fact that they do throws more than attacks sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. And I suspect with this, tinfoil hat on again, with this CP box number being so low, I suspect this card was created in the world where collision damage was a bit more than this.
Yeah, sure.
And Asgard are probably like the biggest sufferers, right, of that change.
Yeah.
Of collision damage going through, because they have so many throws and big terrain throws and character throws, and now that just does less damage. So like all Asgardians are suffering because of this new collision damage rule, which is a shame. So yeah, I think that this card doesn't it's no Odin's Blessing, right? It's no Rainbow Bridge. It's no... So I don't know.
It might be in the 10, unlikely to be in the 5, is what I'm going to say.
I don't think it's even in the 10, to be honest. But I can say that. I can say that because the next few cards I think are great. So we can be negative about one thing.
Not negative. We said it was fine. And on this show, fine is high praise indeed.
I will say that the right timed throwing someone medium away can win games. Oh yeah, so I will say that. I think that there is some you wouldn't be sad if you had this card. I think it's still fine.
Okay. Now the next one is called Ride of the Valkyries.
Yes.
Now this could be played by either Valkyrie and Elendil or Brunhilde. So the 3-threat of Valkyrie.
We might not have mentioned that. You can play both Valkyries at the same time.
We did not. And that's interesting.
Which is the next reason I'm playing Asgard next, because I want to put the two of them on a flank together and play this card because it feels great. So you can play them both. They're two different Valkyries.
Thank you. That's really good. During either of these characters' activation, one or both of those characters may spend 4 power to play this card. Okay, so it could be mixed between the two of them, how much they spend.
Wait, they spend 4?
One or both each. Sorry, may each spend 4.
Oh, they spend 4 each?
Well, if both want to do it. I haven't read the rest of the card yet, but it says one or both.
That's an expensive card. Yeah,
that is expensive. Right. Yeah, I thought it was that they both were contributing to the 4. Yeah. But no, they have to spend 4 each. Okay, so let's say they did that wild thing. Each character that spent power to play this card drops all objective tokens. Whoa, how great is that? I can spend 4 power to throw away my
keep reading the card.
Then place each of those characters within 3 of its current position. Finally, each of those characters may make an attack with a 0 power cost. Okay, interesting. Expensive. Yeah, expensive.
I remember liking this card more. Now I understand the cost.
Yeah.
I still think it's quite good because place 3 is a big deal.
Yeah, and a free attack.
And a free attack. I'm going to go look at Valkyrie real quick because we have something called Warrior of Legend.
Yeah.
So Valkyrie Brunhilde could do a Warrior of Legend free attack, which is actually great, right? So that is Warrior of Legend is you turn a dice to a hit for every crit or wild that you roll.
Yep.
So for the bargain price of 6 power, Valkyrie Brunhilde could place themselves 3 and then do a free Warrior of Legend attack, which I think is actually fine. That's okay, right?
It's just that's a lot of power, and she likes to eat up power because she charges, she throws, she wants to power up her attack. So
but then they're placing 3, and then
it's big.
Valkyrie
That's
and Elendil can then do a Dragon Fang and potentially move again. So this could be a flank switch, right? I'm imagining this on Mutant Madmen.
Sure,
and I also just like the theme of like maybe the 2 Valkyries have been beaten up. And they've flipped and they have loads of power now. They can totally spend their power to do this and just go hard on someone, right? Because if Brunhilde does a Warrior of Legend builder and then Valkyrie and Elendil do a builder, then it's got to be during one of their activations. So then let's say Brunhilde then just does 2 more Warrior of Legend attacks. Something's dying, right? If that's all into one and target, they're dead.
Also, they get 2 power each just for Asgardians. Yeah. This could come online if you don't do other stuff round 2.
Yeah, for sure. And Valkyrie and Elendil get power when other allies are dazed. So there's going to be a lot of power going around, basically.
Okay. The abilities are pretty good. Range 3 with a free attack sounds really good. And I love your idea about changing flanks with it as a result.
I just love the idea of them being on a flank together, right? If you imagine being Mad Men, you've got, Mighty Thor and, Thor on one side, and you've got the 2 Valkyries on the other, and then the Valkyries win their side and they do this to get over to the other side. And then they can, because they don't have objective tokens, they can then Rainbow Bridge to move again.
Yep.
It's kind of cool. I don't know. In this economy, it's hard, but it is in an Asgardian economy, right? Where power is a bit more abundant.
I'd say I like this card better than the former one.
Yes.
Because it is quite dramatic in effect.
I will play this card. It reminds me of, oh, damn it, what's that? Archangel and Psylocke team-up card.
Oh, where they change into one or the other.
No. Oh, God, here it is. Battlebound. So I think Battlebound is a good card, where basically Archangel moves and takes Psylocke with him, and then Psylocke gets to make a free attack.
Right.
That costs 2 each. And this costs 4 each, but they both get an attack and they both get to place. And it doesn't cost an action. You're not doing any movement action.
Yep.
So I actually think, no, I'm talking myself into it. This is a great card. I think it's a good card. It's not like a game-bending card, but I think this is good. I can imagine this going into Apocalypse, right? The way to beat Apocalypse, which you would know if you listen to our How to Beat Apocalypse episode on Patreon, is to choose the round that you're going to daze him in. And I think this card is going to take out big guys like Apocalypse because you're suddenly going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks into him. And if it's Brunhild's activation, that's 3 attacks with Warrior Legend.
I also feel like you'd chase spider people with this thing.
Yeah. It's great.
Those aggravating.
And Valkyrie and Elendil is going to maybe get a pursuit or an advance off of it. I think this has got a lot of. I'm going to play this every game when I play them. I can't wait.
Cool. All right. That brings us to the second character in the box, which is actually a trio of characters.
A trio.
Whew. All right. Let me introduce them. You can give us the lore. It's the character's called the Warriors 3, and the 3 people are named Fandral, Hogun, and Volstagg.
Yeah.
Now, do we know which one is which from the pictures?
No, we don't from the pictures, but we do know because we're listening to Across the Bifrost, and I'm going to fill you in. So Fandral is the green guy. So he's like charming. Yeah, he's like a swords, like a what's the word? Like you like fancy footwork. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He looks like that kind of a guy. He looks like a Renaissance, like somebody who does jousting kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. He looks like he'd hit you and say "aha" straight after.
Yeah, exactly. All right, cool.
Yeah, and then Hogun is the one in blue.
Okay,
and he's like disappointed all the time. He's like the grumpy one, you know.
Right.
He also uses a mace. Now we'll come back to that.
Okay.
Very annoyed at the weapon usage on these guys because
there it is.
My lore. Yeah, there's a mace. There you go on the flip side.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Volstagg is the big guy.
Okay.
And he's obviously, I mean, it's pretty obvious looking at the picture, but he's loud and always hungry. And he's kind of like the comic relief of them all. He loves a fight. He loves a drink.
He's the Connor Rooney of the Warriors 3.
There's a reference only London people will know.
Or anybody who's been at a tournament with Connor Rooney.
I want to, this character makes me want to run a 3-person team tournament to see if anyone comes dressed up as these guys.
Oh, man. Oh, Matt Cole could do it. Matt Cole would be one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's kind of grumpy. He could be Hogun.
Matt Cole's not grumpy.
No, that'd be me. You're right. I'd be the Hogun.
Yeah. Anyway, there you go. The Warriors 3, yeah. They're basically, Thor's drinking buddies.
Is that what this is?
Yeah, they're his mates. You know, it's like they're often seen together, like Thor and the Warriors 3. You know, and they basically, they back all of Thor's decisions, and they love a fight. If you put them in front of someone, they'll go beat him up, and then they'll brag about it for the next 1,000 years. So they love, like, you know, they're like tavern storytellers. You know what I mean? They'll be in the pub. They'll be like, this one time, you know, we beat up these guys. This 3-threat called Baron Zemo. We beat him up good in New York, and so they'll be telling stories about it.
This sounds like being up north in a pub. You know?
There you go.
Just have these guys hanging out and ready for a fight, but also having a good time with the.
Is that a northern thing?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Usually in very tight jeans, skinny jeans.
I feel like you're describing me now. All right, so that is kind of the lore I have on them. So what I did was I found the words on their card, and I was like, let's figure out what all these words are. All right.
Oh yeah, look at these words. You were right about challenging me.
Yeah.
Wow.
So can you read out the first attack for me?
Okay, I'll try. It's an attack called Hidgander. Ridgrander.
That's a good attempt. So this is obviously these are all Nordic. So I don't know if these are like officially from these languages, but Google told me this was an Icelandic word.
I can see that.
And it's pronounced Hrintgand.
Hrintgand. Okay, thank you. That's good. Hrintgand. What is it? Is it a weapon?
It is a mace.
Oh, that's the mace. Okay.
It's the mace, yeah. So it's a mace that was once wielded by Thor. Okay. So I thought, great, that's the mace. So now we know whose attack that is. That's the guy in blue. That is Hogun's attack, right?
Right.
Cool. So what's the name of the next attack?
It is Fimbuldraugur.
That was pretty good, Norbert.
Thank you.
Yeah. In Icelandic, apparently it's pronounced Fimbuldraut.
Oh, okay. Fimbuldraut.
Yeah,
Okay.
or ducht or something. I don't know. I can't speak Icelandic.
We have loads of friendly Icelandic MCP players.
We do. I know. They were in my head while I was writing this. I was like, they're going to have a field day telling me I said it wrong.
They need to come to this tournament dressed up as these blokes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, God, that'd be perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
They even look like these guys. They just need the clothes. Oh, come on, fellas.
Yeah,
Helgi, right? Round
Maybe
up the boys.
Maybe we could do, we've got a 5-person team tournament coming this year. Maybe we can have like Thor and the Warriors 3 and one of you can be Sif.
No. The 2 Valkyries and the Warrior 3.
Oh, yeah. Someone's Brunhild. Someone's a horse. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, that's a challenge.
Right. What is this Fimbuldur? Which weapon is that?
So this is where the frustration comes in. This is a mace.
Oh, that's not fun.
Once wielded by Thor.
You're kidding.
Yeah. But the fun part is the name, roughly, means Great Doom. Or Mighty Destruction.
Wow. That is pretty
cool.
good.
That's quite a cool name for a mace, to be fair.
Yeah. So just for people who are not looking at the card currently, aside from the mace, the other 2 characters have swords. So that's why I guess Jamie's disappointed here. They should have a sword here, right?
I was very confused. So we had the name of 2 maces. So I don't know. Right. Maybe they come with mace alternatives in the box.
That'd be great. That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah. And then we go into the third attack. Do you want to say the name of the third attack?
Okay, yes. But meanwhile, you look up the actual model, a picture of the model.
Okay.
Instead of the artwork we're looking at. Okay. This attack is called Brandhide, Untersieger.
That is very close.
Thank you.
It's Danish.
That's Danish now.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's pronounced Buenahide Unosia.
Wow. Okay. Now, I speak German, right, conversationally. And Untersieger sounds like under Victor or something like that. But that's unter and then Sieger. Sieger meaning like a win, under win. Or
Underwin.
Yeah, not sure. So what does it mean in Danish?
So in Danish, I don't know what it means. I didn't go this far. I'm Googling. I think it's a name. It's just a name.
Oh.
Yeah. When I'm Googling it, it just comes up with a bunch of Marvel weapons.
Oh, okay. So what is this weapon?
Oh, hang on. The weapon's name translates to mean bright blade of wondrous glory. It's basically it's just a good old sword.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a sword this time for sure.
So the jury's out. This is a mace that Thor used.
No. You have got to be kidding me.
I'm not joking.
Are you? No, come on. Now I can't tell.
I'm serious. I'm serious. All 3 of these are cited as being a mace that Thor used once.
That sounds like an hallucination.
Yeah.
Have you double checked your sources?
I double checked that one, and so this one. So how's it pronounced again? Buenahide Unosia. Yeah. That is also cited to be a sword. Owned by Volstagg.
Oh, so it is a sword.
We think.
Okay.
Yes. Not clear, but yes. So anyway, we've got a mace, and a sword, and then the model has a mace, a sword, a sword.
Okay, so the model looks the same as the artwork, more or less.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So something's up. So I should add this to the Adepticon AMG interview lists, right?
Yeah. Ask them which sword is assigned to which warrior.
Right. We'll make a conspiracy about it. You could say, was there meant to be a second mace and it didn't fit on the model or some nonsense like that? Yeah, that's what's going on.
I like that. All right, sweet. So there you go. That's my exhaustive lore of Warriors 3.
Well, look, drinking buddies don't need much more than that, right? I mean,
man. They probably just forgot it. They probably just left it in a pub.
Yeah,
they're like, let's all go out. Wouldn't it be funny if all 3 of us had one of Thor's maces and then they just got drunk and forgot it? And was, So Volstagg just headbutted a guy to death and picked up his sword, That's probably what happens.
I hear that. It totally makes sense. All right, let's get into this card. In the game, it is a 3-threat character. So it's similar to the Wrecking Crew. And
that's a big deal, isn't it?
Because there's so little, right?
I think it's, hold on, Asgard's first 3-threat. Oh no, we have Valkyrie. And Heimdall. Okay, it's not the first, but they're very much, and Scourge. but Asgard are very much made of big threat models, right? So they're quite hard to field sometimes because you don't have enough affiliated models. So this is quite important that they're affiliated.
Okay, so I think that's the point maybe you were trying to make, which is not that it's exceptional that they're 3-threat, but that the faction now has so many 3 threats that they could start going wider than normal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and again, more confirmation that we already have 1-threat characters. There's 3 of them right here.
Yeah, together. Okay, with that 3 threat, you get 5 health on both sides. They are 3 physical, 3 energy, 3 mystic defense, size 2. They only move short, but they're on that large base, just like the Wrecking Crew. So,
just like Wrecking Crew.
Yeah, they work just like Wrecking Crew in terms of movement.
Is there an interesting list you can make here to see how many people you can get in a squad? Like Wrecking Crew, funny. Warriors 3, Valkyrie and Elendil.
Right, that's 8.
Who else is around?
Who? Malekith, maybe.
Malekith and whatever his tiger's called.
Yeah.
The Gwenpool and Jeff.
Okay, but that's not the character, is it?
I mean, I think that counts. Squirrel Girl and Tippy Toes.
Any number of the grunts, right? The grunts all have 3 characters on them. Sense, yeah. But I think you're onto something here. That sounds really competitive.
Yeah, what's the most? There you go. For 20 threat, let us know in Discord. For 20 threat, what's the most amount of people you can get in a squad?
That's legal. Like, let's say affiliated, right? Not just splashing.
Affiliated. Well, someone's just going to say, Dracula.
No, yeah. Okay. All right, fine. Internet's got me. Okay. As far as stats are concerned, seems fine, right? 5/5.
I would argue seems low
for 3 threat.
3/3/3, 5 health. That's like the lowest you can go, right?
What's the standard? What's a 3 threat?
I mean,
template?
3 threat. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm thinking like the odd 3 threat. Like Iceman is like a 4/3/3. You know?
Yep.
Pyro's a 3/4/3. Like three threats they have one thing going for them. You know?
Right. Okay. So maybe there should be a bump in one of the defenses, or else maybe a 6/5 hit points or 5/6.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Let's see. I mean, maybe the fact that they're Asgardian, they get additional power each turn. Maybe that's a thing. They're getting it elsewhere. But yeah.
Right. Okay, let's get into these weapons. So there's 3 of them, as we mentioned. The first one, they're all physical. The first one, which is Hingander, I hope, is range 2, 5 dice, doesn't cost anything. It's their builder. They get power equal to the damage dealt, and it's got a wild stun, which happens after the attack is resolved. So, so.
Standard.
Pretty ordinary. Very ordinary.
Standard, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The next one is called Fimbledroger, I hope.
Yep.
Longer range, 3 range, less hit point, or less dice rather, at 4, doesn't cost anything. So this is their long-ranged attack. It's a gainer. They gain a power after the attack is resolved. It's got 2 triggers on it. One is a wild bleed, and the other is a wild hit trigger, which is pierce. A pierce, more or less makes this a 5 dice long-range attack, and AMG is pretty stingy on the power of long-range attacks, so maybe that's okay.
Yeah, wild hit pierce is disappointing.
That's very hard.
You're not going to get that very often.
No.
Yeah.
So far, so fine.
Yeah, so far, so bland.
All right, let's get into Brandheer Untersieger. It is range 2, 4 dice again, but costs 4 power. This is the spender. It's got the same thing like Elendil has, which is add dice to this attack roll equal to the defender's threat. It's also got but a complicated trigger. It's wild skull called Clumsy Warrior. After this attack is resolved, the defender suffers 3 damage, and this character gains the stagger special condition. That's fantastic.
That's funny. It's like they fell onto him.
Yeah. 3 damage is a lot, though. Like, I think you'd be willing to be staggered for that.
Yeah. And this character gains stagger. That's interesting, right? It's like the flip of Valkyrie and Elendil, where you definitely want that spender to go into high threat models. Because I'm going to stagger you. And this one, it's like, well, I might hurt you and stagger me. It's kind of awkward, but yeah, it is funny.
So funny. It's funny. It could be effective, but man, the output on these characters so far isn't what this character is about. Apparently,
no. I mean, you're paying 4 power for a range 2. So like a best case scenario, that's like a 9 dice attack. It's not great, is it?
Yeah.
Come on, I'm getting rid of this fine thing. That's not great.
No, we're positive. That's what keeps us standing out from the crowd. Come on.
True. But I will say this is thematic. I love it because they're going for the big threat guys, right? I feel like Valkyrie and Elendil are like, we need to take out the big threats because we're heroes, because we need to go to...
These guys have been just drinking too much.
Yeah, they're like, this will be a good story. Let's go for Dormammu.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Okay. So let's see if the superpowers solve this riddle of what the Warriors 3 are about. The first one's an active one called Strike 1 for Volstagg.
That's the big guy.
Oh yeah, the strike 1 from Volstagg. It's range 2. It's a 2 power. This character may immediately perform an attack with a 0 cost, targeting an enemy character within 2. After that attack is resolved, if the attack roll contains any skull results, this character suffers 1 damage, and it can only be used once per turn. Okay, so basically for 2 power, you get a free cheap attack that could hurt you.
Yeah, which is kind of like we've seen this with Wrecking Crew, right? When they make 2 attacks, they can then make a third.
Yeah.
I guess this doesn't have the same caveat of it needs to be a different attack.
Correct. Yes.
So you could do your builder 3 times in a turn, right?
Yes. You could also do the longer range attack here, but so long as the target's within 2 rather than the maximum of 3.
Yeah, which is odd. And then damaging themselves is really concerning because they only have 5 health, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure. This seems not great.
Yeah, odd. I mean, a third attack is good, right? That's why you take Wrecking Crew.
Yeah, but it feels like a finishing attack as opposed to just, I want to do a third attack all the time kind of a thing.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. You probably don't always want to do this. Especially with a defensive 3/3/3, they're probably nearly dead when you activate them. So you don't want to then try and risk dazing yourself. So strange.
Okay, they've got a reactive superpower called My Steel Shall Strike for Thee. 2 power. After an attack targeting this character is resolved, this character can use the superpower. If the attacker is within 3, this character may make a Filmberger attack.
No,
it's the gainer. The range 3 one. It can make one of those attacks targeting it. So it's a clapback. This is not bad.
That's fun. It's fun. Yeah. Clearly the theme of these characters is just to make lots of attacks all the time.
Yeah.
Which I think is pretty on point for the theme.
Yeah. Sure. So lastly is a 2 innate superpowers. The easy one is the Asgardian one where they get an extra power in the power phase. Mm-hmm. The other one is called Grim Resolve. When this character suffers damage from an enemy attack, after that attack is resolved, this character may advance short towards the attacker. If it does, after the advance is resolved, it may remove 1 damage from itself.
Now it's starting to make a little bit more sense.
Yes. Tell me, what is the tactical, Jamie, think about this one?
Well, I don't know if there's much tactics other than when they get attacked, just pray they don't die. And then if they don't die, they can advance towards you and heal, which is cool. Yeah. I think these are they're like a funny, brawly character, right? It's like, how do you take, an affiliation that has a bunch of people that just want to be in a scrap? How do you take that and make it a 3 threat? I think that's this. It's like a bit silly. They might not survive, lots of they want to be in the action because they're all like range 2 and 3s. So yeah, interesting. I'm really worried about 3/3/3 and 5 health.
Yeah, I have to say, I think it's going back to our earlier point that you made. If this feels like a package of going wide with lots of 3s, and you better have a good plan for doing that, basically.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because you don't even want these guys to pick up an extract. No. They're quite squishy.
Yeah.
So you want to chase
and they
want
to attack things back, and they want to go towards them. You don't want them to have an extract when they're doing all this.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's very odd. I guess they don't really care about power, so I can see them being on like Fisk, where it's a midline fight, and they don't care if they're stunned. But yeah, again, I don't know. Odd. I think we need to see these on the table. I felt the same about Wrecking Crew. But Wrecking Crew felt better than this. Yes. When they hit the table, it was like, oh, I see how it works. That's actually quite cool, So I'm hoping that on the table they make more sense.
Can you remind me, does the Asgardian extra power, if they're stunned, do they not get that? Or is it a separate step?
It turns that off, yeah.
It does turn it off.
Because because it says they gain an additional. It means they're getting 2. So the stun would say, no, you get 1 now.
Right, okay. Cool. That's it. The backside is the same. So let us get on to their tactics cards. The first one is called Warrior's Oath. It's an Asgardian card, reactive. When another allied Asgard character attacks an enemy character after the attack is resolved, an allied warrior's 3 within 3 of that allied character may spend 2 to 6 power to play this card. Oh, that's interesting. All right, so their Asgardian friend, attacks somebody, and warrior's 3 has to be within 3 of that guy.
That allied character, yeah.
Yeah. Then what you do after you spend that power, 2 to 6 power, you place them within 1 of that allied character. And then for each 2 power paid to play this card, choose a different effect below to resolve. Completely resolve each effect before moving to the next.
Can we quickly talk about the place first then? Because there's a lot going on here. So let's imagine they do this with Valkyrie and Elendil, right? Valkyrie can do that attack that gives the place on the wild. So you could... Oh no, but there needs to be 3... attacks in a character. Yeah. So when an allied character attacks, so when Valkyrie chooses the attack, they target them, they play this card, then Valkyrie could get the wild, place 2 off of them, and then could take the warriors 3 with them.
Oh.
Because it's after the attack's resolved.
Oh, but it's after the attack is resolved. Oh, I see.
Oh, after the attack's resolved, they have to spend for that. Okay, so that won't work. Never mind.
No.
Ignore me.
No. What? Yeah, it won't work.
So the attack has to resolve, and then you play this card.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. But then you basically place these guys within 1, which is no small thing because they move short, although being on a big base nonetheless.
Yeah.
And then basically there's 3 different types of attacks. Now let me see. For each 2 paid, choose a different effect. Okay, so you can't repeat any of these if you pay 6, for instance. And then you have to completely resolve each effect before moving on to the next. All right, here we go. Oh, and it's fun. It's a name for each of the named characters on the model.
So Fandrel's biting wit. Fandrel is the guy who's cracking jokes.
Okay, Fandrel is the suave guy, right?
Yeah.
So choose an enemy character within 2 of Warrior 3 against the shock and stun special conditions.
Now, hold on. I can hear the disappointment in your voice, Norbert. That's actually really strong because it is damageless stun.
Yeah.
Which is really hard to do in this game.
Yes.
We used to have it on Nightcrawler and it was too good, and AMG fixed it by
okay.
So damageless stun is actually pretty good. So if you're attacking someone else and you can stun someone who hasn't got any power and has taken no damage, you have no plan on hitting, that's actually really strong.
Okay, fair. I get that. Hogun is the dour one, the grumpy one. Hogun's Elixir of Recovery. Choose an allied character within 2 of Warriors 3, which could be itself. Don't forget.
Probably needs to be itself.
Yeah. And remove up to 2 damage, rather. Remove up to 2 damage from a
little heal?
character. A little heal. Quick little heal.
Yeah.
And then lastly, Voltog. So he's the big, hefty guy. Voltog's Courage. Choose up to 2 other allied characters within 2 of Warrior 3. Each chosen character gains 1 power. So it just feels just like more random stuff. Just some
stuff, just do some stuff.
Do stuff.
Yeah. I like this card. Again, damageless stun is huge. A little heal, cheeky little heal is nice. They can heal themselves or they can heal, someone bigger with a big health pool, like another Thor or something is quite a big deal. Giving allies 1 power is whatever. It's super situational. You're in Asgard, you're probably covered in power already. So don't care about that. But that means that this card can be a 6 cost or it can be a 2 cost.
Yep, for sure.
So I think this is fine.
It's fine. See if you can fix it, fit it into your 5 occasionally. But yes, this isn't going to be a pivotal card. I don't think.
Maybe. It's not staple to them. You could play without it happily.
Yes, that's a really, really good way of saying that. Excellent. Okay, I have a bonus card in the box.
By the way, one of my favorite cards in the game.
This one, okay.
Ever. I'm buying this box. I'm playing Asgard purely for this card.
I didn't realize you were going so hard in. This is great.
I'm in.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just waiting for the wings to arrive in the post.
Do you have all the other characters?
Well, I'll tell you after.
Okay.
I've got an interesting Asgard take.
Okay, all right. So this is an Asgardian reactive card called Deeds Worthy of Song. So this is actually an actual affiliation card, not a character-driven one, which is nice, surprising these days, which is good. During the power phase, an allied Asgard character may play this card. When this card is played, set it near the battlefield instead of discarding it. The first time each of the following conditions is met, put 1 Worthy Deeds token on this card. Oh, amazing. Hey, does the box come with a Worthy Deed token?
You'd hope so, right?
Yeah, I hope so. But I assume so. I think I vaguely heard internet complaints about this.
Spider Noir came with tokens.
Yeah.
For his weird, Spider Sleuth card, so maybe it will.
Okay. Go to the Asmodee shop and see if they mention it.
Asmodee, North America. I was already doing that because I was figuring out what date this is going to arrive.
Oh, okay,
I'm so excited.
So you've read this card already. I can keep going?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first time each of these following conditions...
it says 1 token sheet. Yeah, we're fine.
Ah, lovely. Good job, AMG.
There you go.
Put those naysayers to bed. What's fun about this is feels like one of these achievement cards that sometimes you get at tournaments, where people have achievements and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's like a mini achievement thing that you can play for yourself. Okay. And also, it's during the power phase, so that could be any time during the game, so to speak, any round.
But it's for the game.
Yeah, you might as well do it first round. There's no reason not to. Okay, just make sure you get it in the right phase of the game. You might get called out.
Yeah. Ikari might not let you play
it. We love you, Ikari. Peace. Slay the monster is the first thing you could do. An ally character KOs an enemy character that has a 5 threat or more. Okay, KO though, that's tricky.
That's tricky. That is tricky.
A late game thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Second, drive out the invaders. 2 or more enemy characters are dazed or KO'd by collisions during an allied character's activation. Ooh, with the new rules, that's also a little harder.
Yeah, that was definitely designed before that change, I think. I'm basically ignoring that one.
Okay, the next one. Protect the small. An allied character dazes or KOs 2 or more enemy characters during its activation and ends that activation within 2 of another allied character that has 2 threat or less? What the
Yeah, how annoyingly restrictive is that? There are no 2 threat Asgardians.
That's just that's the wildest trigger. That feels like somebody just scooped up all the leftover rules that they had lying around the studio and just threw them into this one little bin.
Yeah, I was picturing it, like, as you were reading it, I was seeing it in my head. I was like, yeah, Thor's going to rock up. He's going to, like, crack some guy. He's going to throw something into someone else. He's going to get that trigger where he zaps someone else, and then he's going to pounce next to Toad.
Yeah.
It kind of ruins the image a little bit, doesn't it? There's no 2 threat Asgardians.
No, a honey badger, I guess. Yeah. Maybe. Rocket.
I just don't know if I want to take honey badger up to space. I
gotta tell you, the best trigger, the best thing about this trigger is the name, Protect the Small. Now that makes sense.
Yeah,
and that's
very fun.
Very cute.
Very cool.
The last one is called Ragnarok. That sounds scary. An allied character is dazed or KO'd, and 2 or more other allied characters have been dazed or KO'd this round. Wow. That sounds like a card for me. That happens to me all the time.
Yeah, unfortunately, that seems like the easiest trigger. The 3 of your guys get dazed. Yeah.
So what do you get for these worthy tokens? Well, if this card has been played during any cleanup phase, you may remove 2 worthy deed tokens from this card and discard it. If you do, score 2 VPs. Oh, whoa.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Okay, so which ones can we need 2. We need to get 2.
So can I introduce my Asgard list?
Okay.
It kind of it's all based around this card. So I really, really want to play this card every game, and I'm going to probably regret it. So I never name my lists anything thematic. I always just call them like X-Men or Webs or whatever. But this list is called the Dumb Asgards. And I'll let.
I always thought you'd be going something about worthy deeds, Asgard. No, it's the dumb Asgards.
Dumb Asgards, yeah. And if you look between, type that out, you'll see where the swear word is there.
So South London. Terrible.
So yeah, I basically want to play all of the B-list characters because I dislike Loki. I'm not a Loki fan in the films, in the comics, or MCP. The reason we don't swear on this podcast is because we did a Loki episode.
That's
and got
true.
Complaints.
Loki bamboozled us and got us in trouble.
Yeah.
It's so true.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm basically trying to play Asgard without Loki. So what that means is Mighty Thor's in charge, and I'm going to take all the idiots. So I'm going to take Scourge, I'm going to take Enchantress, I'm going to take Warriors 3, and then I'm going to take like Valkyrie and Sif and the other Valkyrie. So that's the idea. So for me, I think that this card, the one where 3 people daze, that's probably quite doable, right? Warriors 3 are going to daze for sure. It doesn't say by enemy effects either, so you can make Warriors 3 daze themselves, which is hilarious. Scourge is probably going to daze. Enchantress is pretty easy to daze. So that's plan A, right?
Wait, hang on. The Ragnarok, all 3 have to be daze or KO the same round, though.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. God.
It's rough.
And, the Inhuman guys with
Don't say it. I knew you were going to bring up Terrigenesis.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Yeah, the rich get richer while the sick get sicker.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Terrigenesis, it's just all good stuff, and you choose when to play it, and you score 2 VPs. And then this one is you bend over backwards to maybe make one of these things happen, and you just get to score 2 VPs.
Oh, God. All right, Ragnarok, I'm going to say, okay, obviously possible. That sounds hard.
Yes.
Which is okay. Protect the Small has got to be the worst.
Well, I don't have a 2 threat in the list, so now I'm like, do I need to put a 2 threat in just to try and make this stupid card work?
Yeah.
But then what 2-threat goes in Asgard? I guess Rocket?
Yeah, Rocket. Yeah.
Maybe Honey Badger is actually probably a good shout, to be fair, because it can help with the smashing. Yeah, I don't know. It feels really awkward. Maybe Nebula probably makes sense, actually. Yeah. And then an allied character KOs an enemy that is 5 threat or more. I think that's doable. So long as they play one.
Yeah.
Because remember, you don't see your opponent's list until you bring this stupid card out. So they could go, I brought 4 than 3 threats. And then that part of the card's pointless.
You can only guarantee it if you know they're going to play a leader that's 5 threat, right?
Yeah, so exactly. Apocalypse, maybe.
Could be good. But
then you have to KO them. You got to KO them, so it's not even that easy.
Inhumans, Black Bolt.
Good point, but you don't want to daze Black Bolt. It's just going to hurt, especially with my list. Anyway,
it's not even a daze. You got to KO that.
KO, exactly. Yeah, I don't want to daze him, let alone KO him. So yeah, and then what's the next one? 2 or more enemy characters are dazed or KO by collisions. I'm just going to not bother with that, and it might happen. I did do it the other day. I did it with Spectacular Spider-Man, to be fair. Someone was on 1, I threw them into someone else and got a double kill. So
yeah, Thor 1 could possibly do this, right? Because he's got a bunch of throws on his hammer. He could just keep doing it, sort of.
Yeah, he's not in the list. Maybe I should fix that. I'm determined to make Thor 2 work again.
I don't know. Well, that'd be good because it's such a great model.
I don't think he's that bad.
It's not that bad. I played him though, and it was, if those dice don't work, it's sad days. And there's no fixing those dice.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, actually. I'm looking at Thor 1 now. Yeah, because he can throw characters on a superpower and his builder.
Yeah.
You're right. That's probably the way to go, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Thor 2. You've been demoted.
I wish you a lot of luck with this. I think you'll have a lot of fun doing it.
I hope so.
And Terragenesis needs to get in the bin.
Would you play this card if it was 4 VPs? It's still not even a slam dunk, is it?
No. I think 4 VPs would actually make this card much more tempting to people.
Yeah, but then I still don't think you're pulling this off every game.
No, but you'd be willing to try it because, gamers, they love gambles.
Oh, so you're saying I'm stupid for taking this one then?
No, I think you're doing the fun thing, the fun Jamie.
Okay. I think I'll play this.
You said your New Year's resolution where you're going to be sweaty this year.
Yeah, there's maybe a podcast about that. I've been going to events. I've been winning events. I've been playing Apocalypse. I've been playing Webs. I'm having a great time, and I just get booed, and I get abuse from other players for playing good stuff. So I'd like to have a little fallback kind of fun time list. And I've joined a couple leagues where there's a lot of new players, and I don't want to play Web Warriors into them. So this is my fun time list.
All right.
But yeah, I think this is very cool. I'm very excited for this box, and it's the final nail in the coffin for me to go and play Asgard. So I'm happy about that.
What was it about this box that made you flip out?
I think the model's cool. I think Valkyrie and Elendil are cool. I want to take them to Storm X-Men as well. So I was like, well, I'm going to buy the box anyway. And then this Deeds Worthy of Song is just what I needed.
Yeah,
just some silly stuff. I really want to play Mighty Thor as well. I think she's great. So yeah, I'm just going to. And also, I think that Scourgeon Enchantress card, Meet My Executioner, is very good. And I need to prove my point by playing it. So
it is good.
I'm going to do that.
It's just, the problem is you got to make those characters work.
Yeah, I'll get to that later.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, this was an interesting kind of sideboard. Unusual characters. So really interesting stuff for Asgard in the mix now.
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
And I think Asgard needed a bit of a spruce up, because they got hit hard with those collision changes. But harder than any other affiliation they got hit.
Yeah, that's right. That's true.
Hopefully this brings a new level of energy to them. They're going to definitely be fun. You know how we say that every episode we do, we're trying to aim this at someone's favorite character is Valkyrie and Elendil, and we need to help them make it work. This episode, that's me.
Okay.
So I'm talking to me. I'm going to make this list work. I'm going to play this no matter what. Competitively, I think Warriors 3 are not good at all, and Valkyrie and Elendil is questionable. But I will let you know. I do think, though, however, they are both characters that we need to see on the table because you can't fathom the distance that Valkyrie can travel.
Yeah, agreed.
Until you see it, right? And I think Warriors 3, their health economy, it might not be as bad as it reads. I think we need to see it on the table.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, it's just question is, what are they doing for you? Even if they are more survivable.
Rolling a bunch of dice.
And having a good time.
Yeah,
that's it.
having a laugh.
All right, do we have any other admin or are we done with all the notes?
That's it. That's everything. Thanks everyone for listening.
All right, cheers and happy gaming.